If you want to make big money in real estate and create a legacy for your family in the form of a real estate empire, don't quit your job. Or at least not yet. Hear me out as I take you through the realities of real estate investing when it comes to your paycheck. Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. If you're new to this channel, my name is Brad and I created Transparent Finance to share my financial journey with you, including monthly net worth updates, different ways to make money, building your personal net worth, and more. Please consider subscribing to this channel if these topics sound interesting to you. Getting back to our topic, my personal goal is to own enough investment real estate to surpass the income from my job, securing me an early retirement. Now, I have not quit my job and there's a reason for it. In fact, it is part of my real estate investment strategy to begin with. Having a W-2 job is going to be what you use as leverage to buy your first investment property. Okay, so what in the world does having a W-2 job have to do with becoming a real estate investor? In short, all lenders look at your W-2 job to see if you are worthy of getting a loan. If you are confused about the term W-2, this is just a piece of paper that the company that you work for sends you every year so that you can file your taxes. This proves that you work for the company and frees up your employer from paying your tax liability. So if you have one of these jobs, which is the vast majority of those employed in the United States, you are ready to start investing in real estate. I will say that I see a lot of real estate influencers that really flash their wealth and show how much money they're making in real estate. There's nothing wrong with this, but I can almost guarantee you that the majority of them started off investing while they were still employed. Unless, of course, they are lying or had help from their family. Once you start bringing in big money with real estate, lenders are going to look at your real estate income similarly to how they would look at your W-2 income. In their eyes, it's just as secure. Here's the thing about your W-2 job. Lenders see your job as a golden parachute that will line their pockets with money consistently. And here's the reality. They are right. The reason that they know this is because they have done tons of research and now have tons of evidence that shows people who have W-2 jobs are less likely to default on their loan. So having a W-2 job is automatically going to get your foot in the door to be approved for a loan, which will get you started with real estate investing. Here's a little test you could do with yourself to see if you are really serious about getting started with real estate investing. Get your W-2s together from the last 2 years and bring them down to your local bank or mortgage broker. Talk to them about how much you can spend on a property and get pre-approved for a loan. Then contact a real estate agent and let them know that you are looking for an investment property in your given price range. If you are not willing to take these steps, then you are not ready to invest in real estate. I have to admit that before I bought my first property, I spent a year or two just dragging my feet. It wasn't until that I went through the steps that I just mentioned that I was able to buy my first property, which was a quadplex. Let me demonstrate how crazy banks and lenders are when it comes to your W-2 income. After selling my quadplex in 2019, I had about $450,000 in cash in my bank account. My wife and I wanted to buy a $400,000 home with a loan at 20% down or $80,000. This might seem like a slam dunk for a lender, but what I failed to mention was that we both quit our jobs to travel the world for 6 months. And although we were fully capable of buying this home in cash, the lender did not see it like that. They wanted W-2 income as proof that I had a steady stream of income. I know this might not make sense, but yes, you could have enough money to purchase a property in cash, but you will not be approved for a loan if you can't prove that you have consistent income. Anybody with a brain can tell you that this does not seem right because there are so many different income sources that might prove just as consistent as your W-2 job. But guess what? The banks don't care. They have a formula and it works for them. If you don't remember the mortgage crisis of 2008, banks were throwing loans at anybody with a beating heart and the willingness to purchase a home. This, of course, led to many defaults, and ultimately, banks had to tighten up the requirements for getting a loan. Naturally, this is how your W-2 income became the golden ticket for getting a loan. I have a friend who's a business owner and makes anywhere from 2 to 5 times my W-2 income in a given year. However, it's not consistent, and one year he made $150,000, the next year he made $300,000, and the year after that, he made $200,000. He could not get a regular mortgage on a house that costs the same as my current home. Think about that for a second. I make around $85,000 per year from my current job, and my friend who makes plenty more than me could not get approved for the same type of loan as me. Ultimately, he ended up buying a home in cash, which is not what he wanted to do, but that's just how the system is right now. Being a real estate investor can be very lucrative, especially from a long-term perspective. But that's the thing, you have to think about it as a long-term game. You have to be willing to use your W-2 income as leverage to prove to the bank that you have what it takes to pay the loan if your tenants decide to up and leave. When you are just starting out, it might be nerve-wracking to think about your tenants just leaving on you. But if you provide a safe place to live that is maintained well and looks nice, you aren't going to have any issues keeping tenants and attracting tenants when that time arises. Hey, real quick, thanks so much for watching up to this point in the video. I appreciate all of you, and I wanted to encourage you to subscribe to this channel if this is the type of content that you want to see. Don't forget to head over to my channel and check out my latest monthly net worth update. Also, please like this video, share this video, and comment to add to the conversation. As you can see, I think I said enough about how important your W-2 income is when it comes to getting a loan, especially when it it comes to purchasing an investment property. I personally plan on keeping my job for a while as I build my portfolio to a point where I feel comfortable letting my job go. For me, that is still many years down the road. So what did we learn from this video? We learned that banks or mortgage lenders use your W-2 income as an indicator that tells them whether or not you are worthy of getting a loan. I know it seems ridiculous, especially if you remember how I could have purchased my home in cash, yet the bank still wouldn't let me get a loan because at the time I was between jobs. But unfortunately, this is just the way it is. And if you need money, you need to learn to play by the rules of those who are willing to lend you the money. And if you do not have a W-2 job, you should actively start searching for one so that you could start investing in real estate. It is going to be your ticket to purchasing your first investment property. Just remember that real estate is a slow way to get rich, so don't expect results overnight. That's it for now. Until next time, keep at it. I have to admit that before I bought, you aren't gonna have, hey, real quick, thanks so much.